Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. I will begin the introductions while we wait for more of you to join. I am Aurora. I am the founder of Aura Hypnosis and Raw Reiki Alchemy Healing. I am a channel to the Raw, a seer, and a quantum alchemist, as well as many other services I offer. Thank you. I am a clear channel to the benevolent beings I would like to speak to in certain times. And in this time and space, we have beautiful Quan Yin wanting to speak, and I am honored to be here with you in allowing for her energy to channel through her beautiful, beloved, infinite energy to channel through me and give these messages to you. In case you haven't written your questions through the different pages that you can find on my Rising Phoenix Aura page on Facebook or my Rising Phoenix Angels group. In those events we create every Friday, 1 p.m. If you are new to our channel, join us 1 p.m. Central Time every Friday to listen to a new benevolent being that is speaking. And if you would like to click the bell button, and you can find me in risingphoenixaurora.com. Thank you. We will be in Hawaii in 2 days. You can join our retreats that are full of the services I mentioned that we certify you in training. Thank you. Very good. We will also be in Sedona, Vancouver, Australia, and Mount Chester. If you are interested in joining us, we'd love to have you there. There are retreats that are absolutely profoundly beautiful in heart activation. All right, that is all. Looks like you all are joining there. Thank you for being here and thank you for holding space. Today is a very important channeling, especially with a lot of the fear that's going on right now. Also, toilet paper is a big issue. We could not find it in our stores. Just joking around. No, really, seriously. Oh, I just realized something to that. Interesting. Very good. Okay, you all, thank you for being here. I'm going to go ahead and start placing myself in case you are new to this channel. I work with force fields of infinite love light, placing it around myself. Happy, by the way, Friday of the 13th. Friday the 13th, it is such a beautiful day on the 13th day. Today is meant to be when our beloved Quan Yin is supposed to channel on such a powerful day on the 13th hour on my time, which is 1 p.m., right? Because it's 12 o'clock. Then it goes into 1, which is really, truthfully, the 13th hour. Wonderful. All right. I shall now start placing myself in, taking deep breaths. And if you haven't, add your questions there to the chat. When you write your questions, if you could just write question right in front of it, that way Minnie can find it easier for you. Minnie is both watching chat, so do you veteran chats, if people in the chat, keep an eye out. We want to make sure we don't have anyone negative or spamming there in the chat, as we'd love to treat everyone with love, honor, and respect. And then we have Minnie's going to keep an eye on both. Thank you. Here we go. Greetings. I take the most beautiful deep breath as I feel myself channeling through this most beautiful vessel. Thank you for allowing this opportunity to speak to you and connect to you, and most importantly, each and every one of your hearts. Thank you. I love you. I am Quan Yin. You know me throughout your time and space as being a protector, a protector of hearts. Honored once more to be here. Thank you. Today I shall begin my story with the beginning of the creational force that manifested and created I and my twin flame. We shall use and read and scan for information as you all tap into this channel. And we shall go fluently as the river and the water flows ever so gently, but yet so powerful that it can move islands. Thank you. The beginnings of the consciousness, when I realized that I was into fruition, into being within my I am existence, I found myself embracing a beautiful divine masculine whom was the opposite of I in a sense, though yet the puzzle piece to my soul. Our birthing was as a beautiful lotus flower, a lotus flower that was yet not open or blossomed. Therefore, energetically, we were within this womb or cocoon concealment of this energetic lotus flower. I found myself embracing him and being embraced by his strong, most beautiful arms. We were energy. I was a divine feminine color of magenta gold, as he was this beautiful purple indigo. We stood there within this beautiful seeding of this lotus flower through time and space, allowing for us to grow and create into what we are meant to blossom into. If you could imagine what this union would look like, it would look like a beautiful etheric energy that looks close to a flame within your elements of earth. As he embraces me, I am laying my head on his chest. And below us is the seeding of the lotus flower that is rising up from our souls and charging us, helping us transform into the beauties that we were meant to be for creation. One day, we felt our mother coming. We felt her coming, and we could hear her beautiful whispers telling us it was time. It was time for our beauties to spring forth and to flourish, seed through the universe. In her beautiful golden, flamed, etheric, angelic body, she came forth, and ever so gently, with her kiss upon the tips of our petals, and through this kiss, the essence of her creational flow entered into the entryway of the flower, of the lotus, and it showered us with these beautiful blessings. Of what it was that we needed to set forth out of our cocoon or our seed. And as this essence echoed out into the flower, we began to become individualized as twin flames, but yet still connected within twin flame cords that embrace us always. This is where the lotus flower blossomed and bloomed and opened up so that we could come forth. And if you could imagine us now within your imagination, I am the fractalization, and he, my twin flame, is the fractalization of an oversoul that you would know as I, Archangel Jophiel, and my beautiful beloved twin flame, this purple and indigo ray, Archangel Metatron. Yet we are one and the same as them, though we are as well an individualized consciousness. And with this fruition of our birthing, we have seeded throughout your world and other worlds that is infinity through these qualities that our oversouls pertain. This is why we birth forth in times of peril of your human collective. As my twin flame Buddha, and I, Quan Yin, took turns in time and space, birthing as the Lama within your Earth's history, coming forth from these keys and ley lines, the law of Shambhala, the key of Shambhala. And this is our representation to humanity. Thank you. Thank you for allowing for me to tell our beautiful story of how it was we came to be. Thank you. You may proceed with your questions.
Thank you. Greetings. We're honored to have you here today. And we do have a beautiful list of questions here from our viewers. And I'll start with a question related to the Buddha's teachings and their relevance in today's times. Can you elaborate today compassion and mercy for others in pain and suffering? The Buddha's teachings are about 2,000 years old, and how do we fit them in today's world and in the new earth as well? Thank you.
Thank you for this question. Though the teachings are old, its foundation has lovingly maintained its organic structure. It is the closest religion that you can study or connect, align yourself to. Though we do not like the word religion, we understand that this is the only way that you have been taught to understand this. It is let's call it belief and understanding that all within creation is equal and loved, no matter its faces, darkness or light. All is essential to maintain balance within this world and this universe. Many of you all receive messages from these foundations of the key of Shambhala and why it is that Tibetan monks or lamas have been protected and overseers of guardians of these energies. Though targeted, they have been, they have always had our support energetically, infinitely, within their meditations and understandings of the true pureness and Buddha expression within all. These teachings, you see seedings of them throughout ascended masters that have incarnated and connected to the Buddha within us all. The Shambhala within us all. Shambhala representing the potential, the law of potential of what is attainable for all whom learn to find, as you would call it through Buddhism, Buddha expression. However, we shall go further at finding your source expression. Purpose, purpose, purpose. All who come forth upon this earth, you search for a purpose. Why am I here? Why am I alive? What am I meant to do here? Why am I here? When you realize that you are just simply are, you simply are just love, and you simply are just here. And you realize that your purpose has always been there and has always been fulfilled. Therefore, you have always been on your path of purpose. The most profound teaching that we can express to you in your time and space of earth is working within your mind. There is you can see it as we see it from the higher dimensions and the 12th 11th dimensional plane that we are speaking from our Buddha expression. You can see what we are watching within your earth is like a virus, a plague that is spreading from through touch, through feelings, through voice, through speech, through actions. It is spreading. Not so much that this is harmful to you, more so that you are allowing within the human collective consciousness for it to be seen as it is harmful. If you would see it at its purest, at its true form, then you would realize that it is not harmful at all. And we speak of this coronavirus. When you realize that this coronavirus is just a distraction, a way to bring your vibration to your mind, a way to create negativity upon your earth, using every form that they can think of, causing fear throughout the children, teaching them about this virus. Looking from above, this virus is, since it is a new one created by the, as you would call, Cabal Illuminati, it is a way to feed a non-sentient agenda. Non sentient meaning a being that requires feeding from you through fear and other lower vibrational energies. This is why we express through Buddhism that it is important when communicating and setting prayer that we speak to of sentient beings being organic beings that do not feed off your light. Still, though, being able to express love, just not allowing for your energy to be fed off. Yes, you can express love through all sentient and non sentient beings. However, if you know these teachings, you are very aware of our expression of sentient beings and how significant it is that we allow only a connection from sentient beings, allow only an integration, a healing from sentient beings. To furthermore go forth, we will give you an awareness to be cautious, for this virus itself was created so that it could hmm, hmm, we shall be careful with every word that we express. To scan for a certain say DNA strand that the Illuminati is looking for. People that are about to come forth or are coming into forth of an activation within this one DNA strand. This is the purpose and why they're keeping tabs of whom is affected by this AI virus and why it is that they are asking for your blood tests or different other ways to retract your DNA so that they can keep this on file and further focus upon these beings that are unawakened and are being light star children that are looking to, as I mentioned, awaken this year within the 2020. This is much grander than you realize. Within this time and space, though, we are entering a time where we are going to prevail from these infringements that are false light, false direction. We caution you to not give your samples for these forms and intentions, as well as this shot that they are giving. With that, we are reminded that we state Aurora is not a licensed physician. These shots, vaccinations that they are giving to supposed aid this virus, intentional virus, it's actually meant to come forth into that strand that is coming close to activation and block it out. So I, as Quan Yin and my beautiful Divine Mother expression, we ask you lovingly, intently, for you are the feet. And as you would know it within your time and space, you are the warriors, the soldiers, the warriors of light. You are our feet there. You are as beautiful antennas that we can connect to. Be that example. Be that example. Travel. Go dance. Go sing. Go outside. Go to nature. Go hike. Go camping. Don't forget your toilet paper though. Be that example. With every expression that you do opposite of what they are asking you to do, to isolate yourself, to perhaps stock up on whatever it is means that you need. With every expression that you do opposite of that, or not saying that for you not to buy your replenishment, please understand what we're saying, being clear here. We're asking you to do the opposite. Instead, walk around with such lightness and joy to every step that you take forth upon. Think about as well with every step these people who have been affected by this virus. Send them love. And as we had channeled prior through Aurora, envision together, envision together this form of AI virus within your imagination and envision light shining upon it. For when you are an expression of source and you walk within your divine power, sovereignty, your beautiful, chi, benevolent, love light, I am source energy around you. This AI cannot penetrate, for it is not of source and it is not of infinite love light. Therefore, its opposite would be source love light. And if it were to come into your auric field and your health endurance system, as well as your immune system, it would simply just not exist and disintegrate, transmute to zero. This is why we express to surround yourself with love light, expressing love light around you to remain invisible from harm, for you do not want to make yourself so bright that you will be as a lighthouse. Yes, being as a lighthouse, but being as a lighthouse, you can say in a force field of sacredness, protection around you. Express your love and emanate it, and know that this man made or negative alien made virus is not part of your existence, therefore it shall transmute. The more you express this and you give this example to others, you are out there being in the strong fearlessness and imagining that virus within your imagination disintegrating to zero. This timeline itself will greatly shift, and it has begun. You have felt it within the 11th day of this month. Continue, please do so, to send love light without overstepping. Free willed, of course, as always, to whomever you're sending love light by simply expressing that and without harming none. Then it shall go where it is meant to go, to heal and blossom and transform. People will realize soon that this virus is less painful or less hazardous than the flu shot that they inject everyone with every year. Send love. I would like Minakshmi if we can do a few-minute meditation towards the end where we are expressing love and disintegrating this AI virus. You may proceed with your questions, please.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the detailed explanation of the virus. Those were some of our next few questions from you, and that's beautifully explained. We are not victims, and we can definitely transmute and heal ourselves and the collective. Thank you. And it's beautiful you brought up the meditation, because that was a thought I did have on my mind as well. Thank you. Moving on, we do have a question about, coming from women and men as well, how do we protect our sacral chakras from infringements against our free will that lower our frequencies? And I'd like to just, this is from a viewer, but I'd like to add, as an Aura practitioner, we do come across almost every client where their sacral chakra is infringed upon and that energy is being used by the negative aliens. So it'd be beautiful to hear from you how we can protect that chakra. Thank you.
Thank you for this question. By setting force fields of love light specifically where you would place yourself at the center of you can do a bubble. This would be the easiest way for me to explain this. Put a bubble, a wholeness around you. Then you would place a bubble around the top portion of your torso, which would be putting a force field of love light around your mind. And then it would also place a force field or place another force field around your sacral, which could also embody the whole bottom portion of you. So therefore you would have a circle, plus another circle at the top and another circle at the bottom. Do we understand that? Therefore there is one big circle. However, there's a circle at the top and the bottom. You sacredly putting a force field of love light around your womb and your sacral reproductive energies is one of the most powerful ways that you can create your manifestation and abundance that you could shield and protect it from harm from others or energies that mean harm. This also helps you start focusing on being able to understand the sovereignty that we speak of often. Helps you understand that you are the creation of all around you. Being able to sit and look at an action or occurrence that just occurred and how it was that perhaps it was a reflection or something that was created through a form of thought at some point in time throughout your life. Understanding that everything within your life is you are the sovereign and you are the being that is the overseer of that, and never have you been a victim. Releasing yourself from a victim mentality where you are looking for a savior. You are your savior. You are the most beautiful expression of source. When you start realizing this, you will start living in a beautiful frequency and flow, and you will learn to dance with the rhythm, stomp to the rhythm of the earth and the beat of the heart of earth. You would learn to prance around like a graceful, perhaps, ballerina. You learn to dance with the winds and the vibrations that intertwine and caress and lead you and guide you through every part of your existence. When you realize that you are powerful, you are the most powerful being that you can think of in this creation, the most powerful in love, then you start emanating and bringing forth this beautiful creational energy of the sacred. You are that you are beautiful. And you are loved. You are loved. You are loved. And as we speak of the reason why we said for you to place also a bubble around your mind, we often speak through different forms through our channel here, our beautiful channel. We speak of ways to allow for our heart to guide us. Today, I would like to speak more of how it is, first of all, that you can get to your heart. For the gateway and the entryway of your source, benevolent, infinite I am source energy comes in through your crown. In order for this frequency to come in through your crown and go through your indigo third eye and down to connect to your heart, first you must create a flow of like a river. You must clear away, perhaps, things that are blocking it, as a river would be blocked by a dam or a fallen tree, garbage. You must clear this so that you may allow first for the flow to connect to the heart. You must go and work within your mind. It is your mind is extremely important. It is where the connection of your higher self initially begins from and starts connecting to all your senses in your pineal gland, your third eye. If there are energetic blockages like implants, portals, hooks, or entities blocking these, then it is hard to say, get out as you're out. Get out of your mind, as you would say, or get past the hurdle of the blockage of the mind. Some of these energies add on more so than you realize onto the negative thought forms that are constantly going through your mind at times. How perhaps you are not worthy, how you have no purpose, how you want to perhaps give up in a form of depression, not finding a realization and truly self love of oneself. Therefore, this is how we give you alchemy to energetically put the top force field around the mind, the begin top torso, and the bottom, as we mentioned. With this, it filters out and it helps you start balancing what is truly true organic within your consciousness and what is AI or negative technology, waves, frequencies setting forth. As we have mentioned, we'd like to add one more thing of the coronavirus. For the reason why they say that it is affecting people with lower immune systems is because of that new 5G that has been sprung forth. It has lowered these beings that were going to come into an awakening, lowered their vibrations, creating their immune system weak and also making them feel exhausted. This is why they're having these symptoms, as well as other symptoms, as we mentioned prior, of the thyroid, of the throat, which is connected directly to the throat. Feeling exhaustion because these waves are lowering these frequencies, radioactive frequencies of the 5G is lowering their immune system, and they do not have the tools and means to know how to say, shield or protect themselves from these infringements. We remind you to work within your mind, to love it, to love your mind just as much as you love your heart. Create like a beautiful bridge of a braided bridge. Whenever a negative thought form comes to mind, you think of, as we were talking prior at the beginning of this channel, think of the opposite of that. Example, oh, I am many of you experience unhealth in many forms. As we know, illness and disease energies are just energies and expressions that are trying to express themselves to you that they need to be healed, balanced, cleared. When you're feeling these expressions, say, telling yourself, I am unhealthy, then you would counter it with, no, I am not. I am healthy. I feel and sense and see myself young, vibrant, glowing, and healthy. I choose to not allow to think that I am unhappy, and I shall work with that expression and emotion that has initially made me feel that I am unhealthy. I shall dig deep into it and I shall express it, release it, release it like a free flowing waterfall. We are as a waterfall that is in constant motion of energy flowing through us. This is how you want to be within life, flowing, flowing, flowing in surrender, allowing for flow to replenish infinitely. Allow for that beautiful flow of source, your infinite energy of your I am presence to flow through you and clear away and cleanse what no longer serves you for your highest expression, your highest organic timeline. Thinking of the opposite, the minute you think of the negative, you are most beautiful, perfectly made you are. In every single imperfection that you view upon yourself, I and your higher self view it as the most beautiful perfection. Your uniqueness. It is what makes you unique in this world that constantly is trying to make you subordinate, make you do as you're told, and do not speak up against this oppression. Work within the mind. It is the mind is as a muscle. Let's say the legs. A child cannot learn to walk up until it learns to move its legs and help them grow stronger with its nourishment, an infant going into a toddler, its nourishment of its mother's essence, of the her nourishment through her beautiful breasts. A child cannot get these nourishments to build upon the muscle. Until then, there are many things that a child needs as far as nourishment to get to the phase of walking. There is healing and growth within the spine. There is structures that stretch and express and Recalibrate through a growing child every day. View yourself in the sense where your mind is as this infant that needs this development and this nourishment and healing, understanding, compassion, love, compassion. Be compassionate to yourself. Show compassion to your mind. When it expresses itself in a negative manner, instead of shutting it out, instead, show it the opposite of what it just told you and express it. This will start working within this muscle of the mind and helping you find balance where you are able now to, instead of creating perhaps a dam within that flow that is flowing through you, and that dam being in the mind, where you are unable to get past the mind, then this will allow for no dam and for the expression of your infinite wisdom that is coming forth from your mind, connecting to your heart. For only a heart, for only expression through a heart can be not wise, and only expression through the mind cannot be might not be loving. Therefore, the heart and the mind are as brothers and sisters that need to be working together so that you may find yourself at the highest expression that you can embody within your beautiful human physical vessel. Though, as we know, it is an illusion, though we teach for you to understand and still love it as it is a sacredness and temple your body is. For it is as a capsule that holds everything within you, your energy, your bones, your organs, your blood, your life force, your essence, your soul. In a sense, however, the soul is infinite, as we know. It holds it together, honoring and loving the skin, the nails, the hair, understanding the beauty of the hair and how it is a beautiful energetic webbing that has, as you've seen through the Buddha, the different points in the Buddha, of the hair of the Buddha. These are different chakra points that are connected to the neurological system of your brain. Understanding that every single one of those chakra points is connected to the brain and how it functions and how it keeps you constructed and within greatest strength upon this earth. Love your mind and love your heart together. Feel the heart frequency, give it life force, feel it come up and give it love, and give yourself expression of the mind love. Understand that this is how the human consciousness has been created. Work within your mind and love it. Thank you.
Thank you. And in that explanation, you've answered several questions from our list, so thank you for that. I do have another question here related to you as the Divine Mother. You're often depicted as riding a dragon. Is there any significance to this? And also, you're revered as a protector mother of children. We want to know a little bit more about this role that you play. Many women have cited examples and shared stories of your presence at the time of childbirthing for them. Can you share a little bit more about sacred birthing with us today? Thank you.
Thank you for this question. I am depicted riding a dragon, for I am a dragon. The dragon is I am the dragon. If you remember the creational story of my oversoul, Archangel Jophiel, she birthed forth within a dragon form. Dragons, as we channeled through past channel, when we channeled the collective of dragons, dragons are our equals, first of all, our equals. They are our protectors, our guardians. They are an expression of us, or fractals of us, as we are fractals of them. A part of us that was created to be the fierceness when it is that we decide to incarnate in different formations. You can say that they are as a companion that never leaves our sight in whichever incarnation we birth forth upon. There they are, there we are. Remembering the dragons is key in this time and space. Or when you remember the dragon, then you remember the infinite power that the dragon energies contain, of the true invincibility of the soul that you are. As far as sacred mother, sacred divine, and sacred birth, we express to you to treat thy children as the most beautiful creations that you will ever create, for they shall be the most beautiful creations you shall ever bring forth and fruitfully birth upon your earthly life. Remembering that they are your teachers and you are their teachers as well. You are in a formality of student teaches and the teacher teaches the student, in a beautiful ripple and interchanging of teachings. View their words and expressions as the greatness that they are, and for they come forth upon this earth. They're coming forth upon this earth, protected within dragon energies in this time and space of the 2020, even more so than prior years. This is the year of the rise of the dragons and the remembrance that this is whom they express the protection of souls. Call forth on your dragons, call forth on your children's dragons. Everyone has one dragon, or a dragon that is ready to become your companion dragon within the year of the 2020. Remember this. This is the time that you remember that you are alchemists. Listen to the children, for they are not as they believe. They believe in what the information they receive. Where we give you information and you don't believe it. You don't believe us. The children, though, you give them information and they blurt it out and they share it with you because they believe in it. They have not gone through the blocking and layering of blockages as you have, where they've learned, where you have to learn to belief in self is not attainable, or disconnection from higher self is attainable, as you have been taught that you are separate from God, from source. Never have you been separate, for you are source itself. You are the expression of Buddha, God Source itself. You may continue.
Thank you for that. That's beautiful. Can we take one more question and then do the guided meditation? A quick question?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Will you provide guidance on the best way to connect with you? Many of the common methods are based on the model of using mantras for worshiping you as a goddess. To provide context for this question, there's this common disconnect where the Buddha teaches self-empowerment versus worshiping Quan Yin as a goddess in a religious manner. Thank you.
Yes, yes. We do not like to be seen in as gods or deities. In a true God would not want to be named this, though we understand that this is the way that you are able to categorize and understand who we are. We are brothers and sisters to you, therefore we are equals. We are not your gods, and do not require worship. Only non-sentient beings who would need feeding would require worship. Thank you. If we could now proceed to the short meditation where we ask for you to help us heal the fear and this virus, coronavirus, that is affecting many because of the control and attention and energy placed upon it. We shall allow for you to get comfortable, drink water, for the water begins the fruition of the flow of channeling love light. You may also have crystals within your palms or around you. It shall give you half a minute to prepare. Now, if you could imagine the most beautiful spheric bubble of the most beautiful love. If you are finding a hard time to think of love, think a moment in your time of your life that you felt the most love. Perhaps it was a wedding, a birth, a trip with your family, or a simple laughter with your child. Think of this laughter, times where you've been gifted and rejoiced within laughter. Feel this love around you now, embracing you, protectively and lovingly around your energies. In whichever color that you feel fit. Now, if you could imagine this beautiful infinite river that is flowing and coming from above, and it's being showered and created from your higher self. You, for you are your higher self. and this higher self flow, infinite waterfall of the most beautiful crystalline energies are coming in through your crown, flowing through you lovingly, infinitely, flowing through you in the most beautiful surrender. As a leaf that flows in a river, allowing for the direction to take it in whichever manner and path it's meant to go, knowing and trusting in the most beautiful surrender that you are lovingly guided and protected by your higher self. For it's always, the higher self has always been within you, that seating. Feel it flowing through you in deep surrender. And as this beautiful flow of infinite love begins to connect to you, your toroidal sphere, your consciousness, your mind, body, and soul, your Trinity complex, feel it flowing through you and connecting down and flowing out accessly, for it is infinitely. Feel this access energy that is infinitely expressing itself. Feel it flowing out to you. Feel it now going through the ground into the roots of the trees, the insects, the animals, the plants, the flowers, everything that is rooted to earth. Feel it. Feel this love rippling out and spreading like a beautiful force of love light that is unstoppable, like lightning. Feel it spreading everywhere, everywhere that your imagination will connect to. The mountains, the rivers, the forests, the jungles, the safaris, the deserts, the hills, the sacred lands of your world. Feel them lovingly, without overstepping boundaries, without harming none, without overstepping free wills. We send our infinite love, for we are infinite love. Within this infinite love expression of a universe, we are love. Feel it, embracing and hugging all of creation within this earth. The birds and the wind and the fire and the water. Every element that you can connect to. Feel the love spreading. Now feel a focus intent, stating without overstepping boundaries, without harming none. With higher self's permission, we send this most purest, beautiful love, this beautiful Buddha expression of love to the coronavirus. Feel it now. This love light shining upon it. Feel it. Without harming none, without overstepping boundaries, without overstepping free will, just sending love to whomever allows for it and is willing to accept it. We send you love. You are loved. And this virus is no longer having power within us, our earth, or our communities, all within free willed actions and expressions, always. For those who want to allow for it to be part of their expression, then we shall allow for them to do so. And those who are ready to not allow for it to be an expression, we send them love. And we send love to both expressions, for both need it, without overstepping free willed. Send that love. Feel that love embracing everything. Embracing you and embracing everything that you can imagine or think of. Feel the love like a beautiful wave of love, embracing who needs it. Feel it. Calming and soothing the earth, balancing, loving. Feel this expression of love flowing through every part of you. Out your crown, out the bottom of your feet, out your hands, out your skin. Feel it expressing and glowing out of you. Feel your heart pulsating and activating. Activating with this most beautiful, compassionate love for life and self. Thank you. Now feel yourself and fully integrated back into your body. Fully integrated, feeling wonderful and balanced and happy. Beautiful, loving expression that you are. Feel yourself, your essence, flourishing and blossoming as a beautiful flower. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We love you, honor you, and respect you. Thank you. So much energy flowing through me. Oh, so wonderful, relaxing. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We ask that you share this video with everyone that you can think of through all your social media forums as they reach many. Share it to continue this spreading of love and releasement of fear. Thank you. I love you all. I love you with all that I am. Thank you. I shall see you soon. Love you. Thank you, Minnie. And all who were part of this. Thank you.